entonces.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to your Tuesday morning. Good morning, Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. Thanks for waking up and joining us. I hope you guys are having a great morning. It's going to be a super, super cold day. We have two lovely ladies as our guests today and lots more. We're going to let you know what the mountain looks like, the snow, and the weather, and all those good things. So sit back and relax, everybody. I'm Liz. Good morning, Vail on TV8 starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail. Escape the cold and embrace the après-ski vibes at the Grand Hyatt Spa, where you'll find tranquility rooted in traditional alpine wellness.
Snow showers are likely today, as well as it being very, very cold. Make sure you layer today. This morning, as of 8 a.m., it's only going to be 7 degrees. Your high today is only 23. We will have partly cloudy skies, and winds will be light and variable. As we check the full day, mostly cloudy skies throughout. By noon, it'll be 19 degrees. 22 by 4 p.m., partly cloudy skies continue through the evening, and 8 p.m., only 11 degrees. Stay toasty warm, everybody. Over in Denver, sunshine and 37. 23 in Vail. 28 in Eagle, and 25 degrees in Avon. Now we look at the overnight low. It's only 4 degrees. Please make sure you are bundled up tonight. Partly cloudy skies. Your sun sets tonight at 5:05 p.m. Taking a look at the week. Tomorrow we have sunny skies and a little bit more warmer weather at 33 for your high and only 13 for your low. By Thursday, more sunshine and 42 for your high. Nice and balmy. 13 for your low, and then by Friday, partly cloudy skies start to roll in, 34 for your high, 14 degrees for your low, and then by Saturday, we have snow showers coming at us at 60% chance of same with morning snow, 18 degrees for your high and 4 degrees for your low. On Sunday, 30% chance of precipitation, mostly cloudy skies, 13 degrees for your high and only -3 for your low. Stay warm, everybody. We're going to take a look at Vail Mountain snow report right now. In the last 48 hours, we've had an inch. 54 inches is your season total over in Vail with a 54-inch base depth. Your lift hours in Vail are 8:30 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. And we have 29 lifts open in Vail Mountain, 274 trails. That gives you 98% of that terrain. In Beaver Creek, 25 lifts are available, 171 trails are open, 97% of that terrain is available to you in Beaver Creek, and 8:30 is your lift hour in the morning, and it closes at 4 p.m. No new snow in the last 48 hours. Our season total is 128 inches, and your base depth is 45 inches. Have yourselves a great time out there, and if you're snowing and boarding, make sure you are aware of the avalanche dangers. It is considerable this week, and if you want to get any information on that, go to colorado.org. or rather .gov/avalanche. That's a report on your weather and your snow report. We'll be back with more TV8 on Good Morning Vail after this.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar.
This is my favorite part of the morning. I love getting to talk ski equipment because it gets me excited to get out there, and I hope it gets you excited to get out there. Now, you need vision as precision up there on the slopes. We like to say you can see, you can ski, so it's really important that you take care of your eyes. Now, I've got an Oakley flight deck here with a prism lens. The prism lens is a great technology in goggles. What it does is it starts with this rose-based tint, so you can see how my skin coming through is that pink tone. What that rose-based tint does is it allows you to see out there when the light gets a little bit flat, because those warmer tones really help to contrast those cooler tones. Then there are other colors added to the goggle, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to see when it's sunny out there. So this is a really great goggle lens if you're someone who doesn't like to change your goggle lenses. Now the flight deck is a little bit bigger of a frame, so as you look at it, it's a little bit bigger of a fit. It is a frameless goggle to give it that nice sleek look out there on the mountain. Now something else that's really nice about this, if you're someone who maybe you forgot your contacts on a day and you have to ski with your glasses, well, this is a goggle that you can use. It's over the glass, so you can see this cutout right here in the frame. That's going to allow your glasses to fit in there. Now we recommend that you don't ski with your glasses only because it can be a bit uncomfortable. Go to our friends at Eyepieces, get one of those great glasses inserts. They'll fit in a goggle just like this, or they even have really good custom ones. Now, if you're looking to get your hands on this incredible goggle, then make sure that you check out Eyepieces of Vail. They've got so many great and convenient locations throughout our community, and they'll help you find the perfect fit for your face.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. I'm your host, Liz, for TVA's Good Morning Vail. I have somebody very, very special with me right now. This is Christina from the Family Learning Center. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
It's very nice to meet you today, and we're happy to have you because you guys are a very altruistic organization for the Family Learning Center. For anybody who's not sure what takes place there and what you guys do and offer our community, can you give us a little setup on that?
Yeah, so we are located in Edwards. We are an early childhood education center.
Okay.
So we take care of our infants, toddlers, and preschoolers up to age 6. So we've been in the community for more than 25 years. It's next to St. Clair. Thanks for them.
Yeah.
They've provided the building for all of
really
these
lovely.
years. So we just take care of our babies and our families. So
the babies.
Yeah. So we always say like, it's like a workforce, childcare, housing, right? So we're that pillar of childcare for everybody to go to work and to be able to contribute.
Workforce, how do you work that into the children?
So we do have around like 35 employees, so staff. And also because we're able to provide care for almost 100 kids, then those families are able to contribute to the workforce in our county.
That makes perfect sense, because, I have to learn things too. I need my own learning center.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys do for the kids?
We do many things. So we accept kids from 2 months old up to 6 years.
Okay.
We just provide care, responsive caregiving, educational activities. We provide meals. We provide just everything that builds the brain, really, in those primary caregiving years. So, and our teachers, they're amazing also. So, I love our babies and our teachers.
Yeah, I guess you got to like babies to do this, but that's really interesting, and you must have a lot of satisfaction coming from this job.
Yeah.
So
this
you
is my
told me,
jam. I always say early childhood is my jam.
I love that. Well, you told me you've been there for 4 years.
Yes, I'm coming in April in 4 years.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah,
it's not far away at all.
Yeah.
And you must love what you do. What's your position there?
I'm the site director.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, I know you have something very special coming up, and I want to talk about that. But now that everybody understands what the Family Learning Center is, I know you've been located at your space for how long now?
I would say 26, 27 years. Yeah.
So after 26, 27 years, you are now having to look for a new spot.
We are.
Okay, so explain what's happening.
So our lease is ending up now in August 2025. But good news is we do have a new building space.
Oh.
We will have a 2-year gap because until when it's ready, we do have a 2-year gap. But we are in the works of an interim, solution. So it's looking really hopeful. We'll see more about our conversations with maybe staying there a little bit longer until the new building is ready for us.
Yeah, that's got to be hard to uproot after 25 years.
I know.
If anybody has a space for the next 2 years that would like to help the kids, please reach out to Danielle here or to Christine for sure.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Christina, sorry.
You're good.
Now, Christina, we are now aware of the fact that for the next 2 years, you might want to find a little second home until you get your space.
Yes.
So that's something that I want to put out there for everybody. If anybody wants to care enough to open a space, or if there's an empty space for somebody to give
we
a
are
call
always
over.
open for ideas, brainstorming together.
Yes.
Like, come at us.
And now, how
Anything.
do people reach out to you?
You can call us at our center. The phone is 970-926-7070.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah,
Even I can
70.
remember that. That's amazing.
Or you can email us, look at us online. We are flcedwards.org.
Okay. FOC, that's perfect. FLC, rather. Okay, so now, tomorrow night.
Yeah, tonight,
Oh
actually.
my God, it's tonight. I thought you said
Tuesday
tonight.
night.
All right, this is exciting, everybody.
Yeah.
You can have yourselves a great time. They always put the name fun in fundraiser for a reason.
Yeah.
And tonight's going to be a very big reason. It's called Pints for a Purpose. You like beer and you like to give? Tonight's the night. So what you're doing is it's going to take place over at the Vail
Vail Brewing
Company, and that's right here in Eagle Vale, and that starts at 5:30.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going to take place?
So we just have this little fundraising about if you buy a beer, one of their pillar beers, they're going to be donating $1 per beer.
Nice.
So it's Pins for a Cause. We do still have almost 100 kids to keep, supporting and their families. So anything and everything always goes towards, operations, children, meals, everything. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's Pins for a Cause.
Wow.
Or Cervezas por una Causa in Spanish.
Cervezas para la cosa.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yay, I love that. I love that you're from Puerto Rico and that you're here and you're a lovely, beautiful person. And thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And I was telling you earlier, I've been there and it's an absolutely stunning place. So that's really cool. All right, so think about this. Every beer you buy, $1 goes to the Family Learning Center. So let's say you have 3 beers, that's $3.
Yes.
And let's say 100 people show up tonight. That's a big deal, and everybody drinks a different amount of beer. Stay safe, everybody tonight. Be responsible, but make sure you do that. And can they also just maybe donate if they don't want to? Like, I'm not a beer drinker. What if I want to stop by and throw you $20?
Yeah, we always appreciate any donations.
Nice.
And also, we always like to have fun, so you don't even have to drink. Just come by, get to know us, get to have fun with us. We always have stories to tell.
Right.
Like, with children, you always have stories to tell.
I can imagine. I mean, I know that I hear many stories about myself that I would rather not hear. So it's really fun to just gather around and be part of the community and have everybody just come and have a great time and do something for the kids. Yeah. And you guys are only there solely for the kids. You're not there for your own purpose. You're really there to take care of our children. And you said from how old?
2 months.
What do you do with 2-month-olds?
Oh my God, we just take care of them in responsive caregiving.
Yeah.
So, if they need to sleep, if they need to bottles, everything.
Wow.
Everything.
So I'm assuming
and we love it because we're like second moms.
Okay.
They call us Mom, Mommy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes.
That's adorable. That really is. I've been called Mama Bear before, but that's for a different reason, I think. So is this great for parents who have big days, full days? They can bring their children to the Family Learning Center and then they can go get their responsibilities taken care of?
Yeah, we are open 7:30 to 5:30.
So this is almost like a daycare, but you're teaching at the same time. So they're learning skills to use their brain, and they have different kinds of activities, and they probably have a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, we look at the child as a whole. So social emotional is really important for us, that social emotional competency.
Yes.
So just getting out there, we want them to love school. So it starts with us. So.
Well, I was going to say it probably gets them ready for not only to enjoy learning, because I was a pain in the butt when I was a kid. I was like, but you were too, so you get it. Okay.
I get it.
So that's probably why you have passion for this, because you really want to make sure that not only do they get some skills prior to going to school for learning, but social skills.
Yes.
I can imagine that just learning how to get along with kids from different areas, different backgrounds, different ethnicities. You guys can explain to them that everybody's one and we're all equal, and you can give them a lot of great tools to take with them when they go to school.
Yeah, we want to build an environment that they feel safe and secure in. When they feel safe and secure and valued, they take that with them to school. And they're not going to take crap about anybody.
Right.
Like,
no, that's incredible.
I'm valuable and I am here and I belong.
Oh my God. So that's
so
great.
creating a space of belonging.
Yeah, and it also gives them a sense of positivity and, just to feel good about themselves. And that's really wonderful that you guys do that. Now, how many employees did you guys say you had?
Around 35.
35 employees over at the Family Learning Center, and we have one of the best right here, Christina, and I'm really grateful for you to be here. And don't forget about tonight. First of all, they need a space maybe possibly for the next 2 years. They've been in the same spot for 26 years.
Yeah.
So we want to keep the Family Learning Center going and growing. So we're going to find a spot for you guys, but I'm glad that you do have something in the interim for coming up, but we need to get you guys grounded for that, because Nothing is more important than taking care of our children here in our community and getting them ready for life and social and everything else that's incredible. And do not forget about tonight, Pints for a Purpose over at the Vail Brewing Company in Eagle Vail, and it all starts at 5:30 tonight. Every pint you buy, $1 goes to the Family Learning Center. Or just come by, say hi, and bring a stack of cash. Either way, it's going to be a wonderful experience for everybody. And we can't thank you guys over at the Family Learning Center enough for being there for our kids and taking care of everybody and getting them ready for life in general. It's a hard life, so it's a great thing that you have them to start off with. And they get their goals and everything else like that. This is Christina, everybody, from the Family Learning Center. I'm Liz on TV. It's Good Morning Vail for a Tuesday morning. Thank you for being here. You are very lovely.
Having me.
I appreciate you. And we'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail after this.
Good Morning Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Do you like to play games? Do you like to gather with company and have yourselves a really good time and do something different than just going out to a bar? Well, this is something that's really cool. I have Dara Stanton from Hidden Table Games. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, well, you're adorable. Oh, my goodness. Look at this girl. Well, listen, this is Hidden Table Games, and now I've had your boss man on before, and he did a great job and told us this was almost a year or so ago, so you guys are still in action. You're still doing really great. Explain to everybody what Hidden Table Games is, and then I'm going to talk about some of the games that we have here on the table.
Yeah, so we actually have 2 locations now. We're
Oh,
not just
wow.
in downtown Eagle, we're also in Silverthorne now as
Oh, that's
well.
great.
Yeah. Both locations have a big open play room, so you can come in and bring either your own games, or we have a selection of games that you can use while you're at the shop. And we host tournaments for trading card games like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering and Shadowverse. We also have D&D sessions and
What's
a lot
that?
of Dungeons and Dragons.
Of course.
Yes.
I should have known that.
Yes.
Gamers know. Game people know it.
Yes.
Yeah. Not gamers.
We also do a little bit of Warhammer and some other tabletop games that use some of these minifigs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I was growing up, I had Candyland. I don't know what all this stuff is. This is really cool. Which one do you want to discuss? I want to find out about some of these games. Here, I'm holding up this. This is a card game, you guys, and this is called Illimat.
Illimat.
Oh, I can at least pronounce things. Yeah. So what is Illimat about? How do you do this? I love card games, so this is fun.
Yeah, Illimat's a really great one. It's good for people who are really into board games and also people who are not as experienced with board games.
Right.
It's kind of reminiscent of some like traditional card games that you're probably familiar with, like Rummy and things like that. The way you collect cards in that game are going to be pretty similar to those.
Okay.
Classic style games. It's tarot themed though, so yeah. So there's a little tarot deck, and you draw a couple tarot cards each game. And as you go through the game, you'll flip them over, and each one adds like a different little rule to the board.
Oh, I love
so
that.
It's always different every time you play it.
That's fun. And it keeps going, and it's really fun. It takes about an hour, up to an hour.
Up to an
play.
hour.
That's
Sometimes
what I
it's
saw
a lot
on the
quicker than
box.
that.
Now this one's getting me excited just because it's got little creatures on it. Everyone, this is River Valley Glassworks game. How does this go about?
River Valley Glassworks is one of our favorites that we brought back from Gen Con this last year.
Okay.
Nice, simple game, very quick too, maybe 15-20 minutes worth of play. It's a little reminiscent of Mancala, the way you pick up the stones in the river and stuff like that.
Oh my God, so it's really fun because it really is from the Rockies too.
Yeah.
It's really adorable.
It's a beautiful little game.
Oh my God, we got beavers and otters and turtles, oh my. This is a really fun game, River Valley. I love that. So let's continue on to see what else. What is this big thing? Now this was a movie, wasn't it?
A Netflix show,
Okay,
yes.
I knew it was something like that. This is called Stranger Things. Stranger Things. What do we do with this one?
Stranger Things is a cooperative game.
Okay.
So it's 2 to 4 players, and you either win together or lose together.
Oh.
This is a really cool game because it's based on the first and second season of the show. So the board for the game, the top side is the first season, and when you beat that one, it is pretty challenging. But if you beat it, then you flip the board over and you go to season 2.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. So you have to definitely be up on the program to play this specific game.
Or you'll learn a little bit
you can
about
learn
Stranger
a lot about
Things.
Stranger Things. Kids look creepy on that box. That's all I can say. I like things that are small. Okay, how can you have a game about sushi?
This is kind of a modern day classic for us. A lot of board gamers will have this one in their collection.
Okay.
It's very family friendly and easy for anybody to pick up. It is a drafting style game, but you're essentially collecting different ingredients to build different types of sushi.
Really?
And then they all score different at the end.
That is so cool. So this is an interesting game. I love sushi, so I was hoping there'd be a little roll in there when I opened it. A little California roll.
Some versions do come with a little squishy in it.
Oh my God, that's really cute. Now we also have something called Best Self. Now is this something that we can better ourselves with?
It is.
Yeah, I love it.
We just started carrying kind of a whole little line of these conversation starter decks.
Oh, I love that.
So not like a traditional card game necessarily, but these are perfect for groups of people to get to know each other a little bit. There's also more specific ones for like couples or families or something like that
I'm gonna ask
as well.
you one. Are you a dog or a cat person?
I am a dog
All
person.
right. Woof, woof.
I got 2 puppies at home.
You do? That's so cute. So this is cool. So you can learn about the people that you're playing with, obviously,
Yeah.
because there's really cool questions in here. I've seen a lot of different ones. So that's kind of intriguing here. Let's try one more because they're kind of fun. All right, ready? Would you rather watch a movie at home or at the theater?
Oh, I'm a homebody,
Are you?
definitely. Yeah.
See, I'm with you because sitting still for 2 hours doesn't work for me. So I like to get home and get up and do whatever.
Exactly.
Get some
out,
food,
get a
snacks.
snack when you feel like it. Yeah.
And you can watch a movie that's a 2-hour movie for like 5 hours, and you have a really good time doing it. That's why I like it. Now we have little creatures here, and I just have to have all of them in my hands because I love toys. This one it looks like a little witch. Okay.
It is a little witch. Yeah.
I don't know if Nick can zoom in on all these little fun little guys. I'm going to try and balance. Oh my God. You know, this reminds me of HR Puffin stuff. For those of you who are old, you'll know what I'm talking about. There we go. Look at these little guys. So talk about them and what do they do?
So the little mushroom witch is actually my...
Oh, it's a mushroom witch.
Yes, that's actually my Dungeons and Dragons character right now.
Oh,
but
yeah?
I painted that.
Oh my God, how do you paint so little?
It's a lot of technique, a lot of practice.
So
but
you get to
I
pick your
do
piece?
host, and I do host painting classes for miniatures at
my
my
God.
location, and then we have one of our community members in Silverthorne that also hosts paint classes as well.
That I'm very intrigued by. I just
Yeah.
to paint. I love many things. Anything. Anyway, there's a page on Instagram that I follow. It's like My Life in Miniature, and she makes everything. She has to pick them up with tweezers,
Very
but it looks like
cute,
real
yeah.
life. So that's really cool. You guys can actually also sit down with Dara and learn how to paint mini things. I would love that, and you have to have a little patience for something like that, but they're really cool.
It can be time consuming. Yeah.
I know. So what do you guys use these for?
So that little mech, that one's in progress still. I just used that for my last painting class. That's how far we got on a couple different techniques and
I got
stuff.
you. Okay.
That is BattleTech, though. We have a good intro to BattleTech event coming up this Sunday at
tell
the
us about
Eagle
that.
location.
Okay.
We're all going to play this exact same mech, and it's called our Urby Derby. This is the urban mech, so we're all going to be playing that, and we're just doing a little King of the Hill session. So we'll be fighting each other and trying to hold priority on the top of the hill. But it's a really great intro to BattleTech.
I have to say, you know what? If you have a wild imagination and you want to do things that are a little bit different, good, clean, fun, this is the place to go. I absolutely think you guys have such a wonderful thing. It's Hidden Table Games. They are definitely located in the Eagle, and now you have a new location in
Silverthorne
I
as
want to
well.
make sure I got that one right. And I can't thank you enough for being here. This is Dara Stanton, by the way. You can call her over at Hidden Table Games. And listen, you can get a group together, or you can play individually, and you can do so many things there. This is a great idea for our community, and we can't thank you enough for coming here to introduce to anybody who hasn't seen or heard of Hidden Table Games. I literally referred you the other day online. Somebody goes, I'm looking for a place to go play games. I'm like, well, I know where to go. So thanks for that. And you guys are wonderful. We appreciate what you do for everybody. And I'm really proud. Tell him I'm really proud for opening up a second store.
Yeah,
it's Hidden Table Games, everybody. Get in touch and make sure you get out there and have a wonderful time playing with all your friends. Thank you for being here again.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Hidden Table Games. Make sure you get on out there and have yourselves a great time. I'm Liz. We'll be back with more TV8 after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Morgan. I'm with Ron Byrne & Associates. And today I'd like to welcome you to Mine House and Mi Casa, a premier bed and breakfast right here at the base of Beaver Creek Mountain. Let's go inside.
This property is currently being run as a bed and breakfast with 20 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. Right now we are standing in Mi Casa, and next door we also have Mine House. A wonderful opportunity to own a turnkey hospitality business, but it's also an opportunity to own it as a private residence. It can be sold all as one or in individual pieces, however you choose.
So now that we've had a chance to show you these two amazing properties, Mi Casa and Mine House,
we would love the opportunity to show you in person. Give us a call.
The season starts when Nate Dogg, Trailer Tom, and friends have started the season in front of you.
There it is, the white ribbon of living.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And on that very first chair, two very familiar faces who've been in line for 2 days.
My name is Nate Dogg, N-A-T-E, D-O-G-G-G-G.
My name is Trailer Tom.
Nate Nadler and Tom Miller live nearby.
I feared nothing but not getting first chair.
Second chair nightmare.
Yeah, second chair nightmare.
My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. First chair coming at us one more year.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. I'm Liz, and let's take a look at the day. Partly cloudy skies, very cold today, 7 degrees as of 8 a.m. and your high today is only 23 degrees. Winds will be light and variable, so it won't feel super cold in your face. Now, by noon today, it'll be 19 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, and then they become partly cloudy by the time we get to 4 p.m. It will only be 22 degrees by then, and then by 8 p.m., 11 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Denver's the sunny spot today, 37 degrees over there. In Vail, we have 23 degrees, 28 in Eagle, and 25 degrees in Avon. Taking a look at your night. Overnight low tonight is only 4 degrees. Get bundled up, everybody. Partly cloudy skies. Tonight, your sun will set at 5:05 p.m. Then we get sunshine starting tomorrow. That'll be a nice warm feeling. At 33 degrees for tomorrow, Wednesday, 13 degrees for your low. On Thursday, sunny skies, 42 degrees for your high and 13 degrees for your low. By Friday, clouds start rolling in again. For partly cloudy skies, 34 degrees is your high, 14 degrees is for your low. And then on Saturday, the snow comes back with 60% chance of same. And then we're going to have morning snow on that day, and 18 degrees is going to be your high, negative 4 degrees for your low. Then by Sunday, 13 degrees is your high, partly cloudy skies, and negative 3 is your low for that. Now we're going to go take a hop, skip, and a jump over to Rugs Benedict and find out how you can beautify your home in a much bigger way. We'll be right back.
Welcome into Rugs Benedict. We are here with Mandy Benedict. How are we doing, Mandy?
Fantastic. Great to see you.
So today, would you like to talk about some wood?
Yes, we have wood for flooring, obviously, but just adding some additional elements of wood on your walls, on the ceiling. We really like to be fashion forward and create some really unique looks for people here in the Vail Valley.
So speaking of unique looks, not just for the floor, but right behind us we have a wood wall. Can you tell us a little bit about the walling?
Yeah, so this is actually natural walnut, and they do it in a lot of different colors, but you can get just great texture and interest, and We use it behind master bedroom walls. We do it in living rooms, entryways. We use it commercially and residentially. Any place that you want to create some interest, it's like a piece of art.
Love that. It really is. What is a benefit of doing this?
One of the biggest benefits is just that it's fantastically beautiful, adds another design element, and you can do contrasting floors to walls, or you can have things that kind of flow the same color through, but it's just a beautiful natural look for our mountain environment. And you can also create some really contemporary, beautiful looks as well.
Awesome. And obviously here at Rugs Benedict, beautiful and lasting. It's a good product. Can you talk just about how it lasts and how this will help people coming up in the winter?
Yeah. One of the probably best things about these products is, or one of the most important things, is how they're installed. And we've done quite a few huge commercial projects, and our installers are just master craftsmen. They are really good at doing an excellent job putting everything together and making sure that the finished product is fantastic and lasts as long as your walls do.
Amazing. Mandy, what else do people need to know about wood walls?
I would just say the variety of things that we have. I'll pull a couple of these smaller samples up. You can get things in gold if you want to do, more of a contemporary look. We have walnuts. There are silvers. I'll just grab a few more of these silver options, and you can see these are all different textures, but each texture comes in a variety of different colors, patterns, and we can do borders. We do a lot of really very interesting things with the wall covering. We can do herringbone. This is another natural look, so these are the same pattern but very different in the different woods. So the wall behind us is the natural walnut like this, or you can put some color into it.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Mandy. Come on into Rugs Benedict in Avon. So much more than rugs, so much more than flooring, and check out Mandy and her team. They have something for everyone. Thanks, Mandy.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider, one of them. Is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. If you like to cook at home and you want to find out a really cool recipe for one of your favorite appetizers, we're going to learn to write egg roll in a bowl with Kim right now.
Well, welcome back to the show. I'm so excited because I'm making one of my easy and favorite weeknight meals. I love some Chinese food, I tell you what, but I also particularly love the egg rolls, but sometimes I don't want it, something that's greasy and fried, and I'd love to eliminate those extra carbs if I can. So we are making inside out egg rolls, basically everything but the wrapper. So I'm over here just sauteing up some ground turkey meat, but you can do ground turkey, you can have ground chicken. If you're going and if you don't really care about the fat content, you can always do ground beef as well. But I've got my ground turkey just over here sauteing up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish cooking it a little bit longer And we're going to drain some of the excess liquid off of the ground turkey into a bowl, or you don't want to pour it right down the sink because that's not going to be good for the kitchen. So let me grab a bowl here out of our sink or out of our cupboard. We're going to continue sauteing it down. You can see it's just really browning nicely. I've got the oven or the stove on medium heat right now. So we're just going to keep on grinding it up, just making sure that it's fully ground down and it's nice bite-sized pieces. And you can leave it chunky if you want to, but I like to make sure that mine is nice and minced up, because that's the point of using a ground meat if it's not. So we'll just keep mincing that up. It's looking great, and it's okay if there's still a little bit of pink, because we're going to continue to cook our vegetables. So we'll just take this and we'll dump some of that excess liquid off into the bowl. It's okay if we lose a little bit of it there. Just dumping it out. You probably want to make sure that your stove is still off, and we lost a little bit into the bowl, so I'll just scoop it out just like that. Boom. All right, so it'll still have a little bit of the liquid in it, and that's totally okay. Totally okay, because we do need some of that juice to add other things in. But what's part of this recipe is the coleslaw mix. So you want to make sure that you have that coleslaw mix. You don't need the sauce because we're not doing anything mayo-based, but the cabbage is what makes it easy and what makes this really much like an egg roll. So what you're going to do is we've got the meat going on. We've got our coleslaw. We also want to add in some garlic and some ginger. So I'm going to take about a half a teaspoon of both. We've got some minced garlic here. You can always dice up your own, but if you're like me and it's during the week, the last thing you want to do is spend 2 hours in the kitchen. So we're going to take about a half a teaspoon of garlic. We're just going to dump it in. I like a little extra garlic in mine, so I'm just going to go a little overboard here. We've got the garlic into our pan, and then we're using ground ginger. You can use regular ginger as well, but I find in recipes like this, the ground ginger is just as effective as actual ginger. So we'll just put that in there, just like that, and whoops, if I go a little over, who cares? So I'm doing equal parts, half a tablespoon of the ground ginger and of the garlic. We're going to give it a quick little stir, just to get all of that seasoning mixed on in there. Now, if you want to, you can always, add some extra onion into this initial mix. Some people don't like onion. Sometimes I do. It depends on my mood or what I have on hand at home, or if I'm at the grocery store or whatever. So we've got our garlic cooking. We've got our ginger seasoned and flavoring our ground turkey meat. And then we're going to add the coleslaw. So you want to do about, I don't know, you could do 14 to 16 ounces of coleslaw. In this package here, we've got 16 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and dump all of this entire package into my mix here. So it's just going to take a minute to get it all in there. You can stir it around a little bit to help smooth it down. Again, you want to make sure that you've got a big skillet, a wok or skillet that has a higher sides, because we're putting so much into this recipe. So we'll just cook it down. Now here's the trick. If you're wondering how in the world do you get this cabbage to cook down effectively, well, I've got it for you. You're going to add 1/4 of a cup of water. So we're just going to pour that water in now. So it'll kind of help create a steam bath for the coleslaw. As you can see, I'm struggling to get the rest of this out of the bag here. But usually you can take some scissors and just rip it open. But there we go. We've got 16 ounces of coleslaw into our mix. Now it seems like a lot, but I promise you it's going to cook down. So we're just going to start stirring it up a little bit. It's okay if it kind of falls out of the pan. You can always clean up your workstation when you are finished. We're just sitting here cooking it up. It'll take a minute to cook all the way down, and you can always up that heat just a little bit more. So we added our 1/4 a cup of water. You're welcome to add more water into it if you want to, but if you're not, we're actually going to be putting a little bit more liquid into it. It's just going to take a minute for it all to cook down. If you wanted to, you can always take a lid to your pan. It always helps get things to cook down a little bit longer, so we'll do that. But the rest of our ingredients, and this is what really gives it its Asian flavor. So we did the water, we did the garlic and the ginger, and those are obviously staples within an Asian flavor palette. But we have our low sodium soy sauce, and then we also have sesame oil. Now this is going to be key. You're going to use your sesame oil versus any other oil, and it's going to give it that nice toasty flavor. Then we're also adding some sriracha. So you can add whatever hot sauce if you don't have regular sriracha on hand. I love this one. It's got a little bit of an extra flavor too with the Tabasco in it. And then we've got 2 eggs as well. So we're going to add those eggs in here in a second. You're going to crack them. You're going to let them kind of fry up into the pan. We'll make a little room for it once everything is kind of sauteed down. And then we're mixing it all together, and then boom, you've got your egg roll in a bowl. What I love about this recipe, it usually gives you about 3 servings. If you're kind of measuring it all out equally, you can divide it into 4, but you'll probably want to supplement if you're going with a smaller serving size. So it's looking pretty good here. I'll probably pop that lid back on in a second. We'll just stir it around a little bit. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that the cabbage is starting to wilt quite nicely. So we'll probably pop that lid back on in just a minute to let it wilt down a little bit further before we crack our eggs into our bowl. So an inside-out egg roll, exactly. It's not an egg roll unless you've got the eggs in it. All right, otherwise it's known as a spring roll. At least that's what I'm assuming. I don't really know, to be honest with you. So we're gonna keep cooking it down. Looking great. It's starting to smell good. You can smell the garlic, you can smell the ginger. I tell you what, whoever realized that garlic was the secret to all delicious recipes, hats off to you. It's my favorite thing to add into any meal, whether it's powder, whether it's raw fresh garlic. It's looking pretty darn great. Oh yeah, you can see this really starting to wilt nicely and to cook down. So what I love about the coleslaw mix, it has the cabbage in it. It also has shredded carrot. So you really don't need to do anything else. You can always buy a head of cabbage. You can always shred your own carrots or whatever you want to do. You can add extra like peas or edamame into this if you wanted to. But if you're just keeping it simple, you got your ground turkey, your coleslaw mix, you're ready to rock. All right, I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and crack in my egg into the mixture. So what I did is I made a little bit of space in the pan, as you can see. I've got 2 eggs here. Again, when you're cracking an egg, you want to not crack it into the pan because if you have a shell, then you're gonna have to fish it out. So I'm gonna crack it on a hard surface, just like that. We're gonna drop it into the pan here. There we go. And it's okay if it breaks because we are going to stir it up. There's the first egg, second egg, here we go. We're just gonna crack it right into that pan, just like that. It's gonna start cooking down. Okay, use my fingers, wipe my fingers off here. And as it continues to cook down, we're gonna let it cook just a little bit longer, just like that. And then we're gonna start folding it into our mixture. And it's okay if you start folding it in sooner. Again, you don't need it to be a chunky egg, and this is the secret to making fried rice, a secret to making an egg roll in a bowl. We're just gonna start folding our mixture into it. It's what gives it the extra protein, extra flavor. And just kind of keep folding that in just like that. Oh, it looks great. I can't wait. Can't wait to start adding all the extra flavors and then tasting this. It's gonna be delicious. All right, we're just mixing it around just like that. It looks wonderful. It smells wonderful. I can actually smell the ginger in it too. So we talked about the garlic, but because we added that ginger, it's gonna be great. It's gonna give it a really nice, unique zing to it. I love ginger in a lot of different recipes as well, but especially when it gets to be used in cooking versus like a ginger juice or a sauce. All right, this looks wonderful. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go over here and I'm gonna lower the heat just a little bit. We're gonna put 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce into it. So I've got my handy dandy measuring cup here. I'm gonna pour in 1/4 of a cup. We're just gonna mix that in there. Looks great. We're gonna let those flavors kind of simmer together. Now while I let that simmer just a little bit more, I'm gonna give it a quick stir, and then I'm gonna show you one bit of chopping that we're gonna have to do. But that's it. This is literally like the most simple recipe because you don't have to really cut anything. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut up our green onion, then we're gonna add in the rest of our sauces. Everything's gonna be good. Now the green onion is just to give it added extra flavor. You can put it on the top if you want to, or you can actually mix it in. And I just used about 2 stalks of the green onion. So we used the white half of it earlier to saute into our meat. And now we're just gonna chop all of that up. Then we're just gonna throw it into the pan, just like that. Looks great. And then what we want about a 1/2 tablespoon of the sesame oil. That's going to give it that nice burnt flavor. So we're going to put that in there just like that. I might add a little bit more because you just never know. And then depending on how spicy you like things, I would say a half a tablespoon. But for me, I'm just going to squirt it in here and see how it turns out. I like to make a little bit of a design because I like a little kick in my food. There we go. All right. And that is it. That is literally your inside out egg roll. You just let those flavors simmer together, throw it in a bowl, and you are macro friendly. It's about 3 servings, 335 calories. You're getting 9 grams of protein in this dish. When you divide it up by 3, it's going to be killer. So check it out and let me know how it goes. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take a final look at your weather today on your Tuesday morning. Super cold day today, everybody. By noon, 19 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies throughout the entire day. By 4 p.m., 22. It'll be 11 degrees by 8 p.m. Partly cloudy skies. Your sun sets tonight at 4:05 p.m. Please stay toasty warm, everybody. Make sure you bundle up and drive safe. I want to thank our guests today for being here. We had Dara Stanton from Hidden Table Games. They are not only in Eagle now, they're also in Silverthorne. Go out and play some really, really fun games. And I also want to thank Christina from Family Learning Center for being here. Get out tonight for Pints for a Purpose over at the Vail Brewing Company and take care of the Family Learning Center. It's a wonderful organization that takes care of our kids. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and day, and just remember to be safe and warm and check the avalanche report before you get out there on the mountain. Have yourselves a lovely day, everybody. We will be back again tomorrow with TVA Vail. We have lots of wonderful guests and lots of wonderful hosts for you guys to enjoy right here on Good Morning Vail on TV8. And if you would like to be a guest or you know somebody that would be a wonderful guest, please reach out to Danielle at danielle@tv8.com. That's her email address. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful experience today. Whatever you do, get out there, keep a smile on your face, be happy, and spread the love. We'll be back again tomorrow for TVA Vail right here on TV.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy